Hey everybody, welcome back to MC Shaving. Today's video is not a shave video, even though we're in the shave den. What I wanted to share with you is proper razor maintenance. That's right, these items that we use to shave our face have soap buildup, grime buildup. In fact, our hands even secrete oils, if you didn't know that. And prolonged exposure to the different elements may start to create bacteria and eat away at these metal razors. So it's good to have a proper maintenance routine. Some of you shave and then rinse it out under water and then put it in a stand to dry. You don't even remove the blade. Others, such as me, disassemble it, clean everything. We don't do a polish and go to the nth degree, but we clean it up real good. So if you take care of your products, they'll take care of you. I know a lot of you, when you get new razors, like to sanitize. There's multiple ways to do that. I have a can of barbicide. So you can put your razors in here, let it soak for 15 to 20 minutes, what have you. And then you could take it out, rinse it under cold water, use a toothbrush or a jewelry brush, clean the fine areas, and then it's really clean and sanitized. You can also use a dishwasher. You can put the razors in the compartment that you put the silverware in and run it through a cycle in the dishwasher. That will do the same thing and sanitize it. Just rinse it, and you can inspect it. If there's anything left behind, then you could use a brush to clean that as well. If you don't have a dishwasher or have barbicide at your disposal, then you could just get some real hot tap water, put it in a bowl, and use your favorite dish soap. It could be Palmolive, it could be Dawn, it could be no name brand, whatever it is. Just put some dish soap, run the water, activate the bubbles, put the razor in the bowl, let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, take it out, use the same toothbrush or jewelry cleaner brush and clean it real well, rinse it off, and then you'll have a clean, sanitized razor. Now you can do all three steps if you want. It's totally up to you, but really only one of them is needed. However, once you're done sanitizing it for either a new razor or an existing one, it's good to follow that practice. You do get dead skin cells, and sometimes you get nicks and blood on the blades and the razor, so it's good to sanitize every now and again. But after you're done sanitizing, you need to treat the razor because it is metal. In fact, you're running it under water. You have a car, you wash your car, but what's the one thing that everybody wants to do? Put a coat of polish on it, right? Protect it from the sun, protect it from the water, the salt, wherever you live, up north in the wintertime. So you'd want to do the same thing for your razors. Put a coat of polish on. And I'm going to take you out of the shave den. We're going to take you over to the other room where I'm going to introduce you to some polish that I use and some different pads that I use to apply the polish, and just give you a quick rundown, 1, 2, 3, of how you can protect your razor.
All right, we're here at the table, and I have laid out 3 different razors that we're going to do a quick polish for you today. The first one is my micro touch razor, and this is a twist to open. This is a very common razor that folks own, and I wanted to demo this because it has some hard to reach places, so I wanted to just show you how I do it. And the other type of razor we have is my standard issue Regiment 3-piece razor. This is in the gunmetal finish. I'm going to take it apart because 3-piece razors are very common that people own as well. Same with 2-piece. This one just has a single threaded post with guides on the corners. And then here is the base plate, so we're just going to leave that disassembled because we're going to do all 3. The third razor that I have is my Naked Armor razor. Now this is pretty new. I don't really necessarily need to polish the metal parts or the chrome parts. This is also a 3-piece. I'm going to take it apart so you guys can see. Here are the 3 posts and then the base plate. So I'm going to put that off to the side. But the reason why I brought this one in here is because of the wooden handle. So you do need to treat wood every now and again as well. And we're not going to use polish for this. We're going to use something else. But you can do the same type of treatment to a brush that has a wooden handle. You just need to be careful when you utilize barbicide, or if you're going to put this in a high heat dishwasher rinse cycle. I think the best thing for wooden type handled shave products would be to use the hot tap water and just use some dish soap. That would be the safest application, so that you don't damage the wood long term. But for the chrome caps, or however your brush may look, you can polish those, and you would just wash those the same. But maybe for the head, the base plate and the top cap, you could certainly drop those into some barbicide or run them through your dishwasher if you want to do that. So we're going to treat a wood handle razor for you as well. All right, what are we going to use? So I went to my local store, and you can go to your Walmarts, Targets, you can go to your pharmacies or chemists if you're over in the Europe, and you could pick up some cotton pads. I have some Swispers. Now these are basic, plain skincare cleaning cotton pads. That's it. There's no lint or anything that will stick to this. It's pure cotton. It's soft. And I took one out just so you can see. It's the perfect size. It's got a small design pattern on one side, and then it's plain on the other. You can hold this easy in your hand. You can fold it over, and there isn't a lot of extra material that you got to worry about, like a towel or a rag. This works tremendous, and it's not going to leave any residue behind, so that's why I picked these up. These are maybe $2.50 for a package of 50. You can get your equates, your no names. They come in all different kinds of brands, and this one's pretty big. I like this. I have big hands, just to give you an idea. That's how it fits in my hand. There's smaller circular ones, but this is oval, and that's why I got that. And then for some of the hard to reach places on the twist to open, we're just going to get in there and we're going to use a standard Q-tip. Okay, so we're going to leave that open. And what are we going to use for polish? Well, this is a product that's talked about a lot in the shave community, and I believe in it. I use it. This is Flitz Polish. And sorry for the glare. I have the spotlight on us over here, so we can just make sure everything comes into focus. I'm going to just tilt that upwards a little bit. The reason why I like Flitz and why everybody talks about it is right here on the back. I'll bring that closer so you can read, right? Contains no ammonia or abrasives, acid-free, non-toxic, non-flammable, safely cleans, polishes, and protects all of those metals. You can even use it to remove tarnish, rust, water stains, lime deposits, etc., etc. So this is a very good polish, and it wasn't too pricey. This is a 3.4 fluid ounce or 100 milliliter. So you do get quite a bit because you only need a little dab. A dab will probably do both razors. So we're just going to mix it up. Make sure that the elements are mixed together real well inside. And if you haven't used this before, it comes with a red insert cap. So you need to remove the cap. You could put the cap back in, but you need to remove it before you'll get any liquid out. So we're just going to flip the top up, and we're going to use the pattern side. I'm just going to put a little dab on there. That's it. A tiny little dab. All right, I'm going to put the polish over there. We're just going to saturate it so it's not all bubbly. Right? I'm just going to take it, put my finger right on it, just like that. And I'm going to close this up to start. Well, actually, no. You know what? I'm going to leave it open. I'm just going to give it a quick run here. Just put some polish on. Now, you could see a little bit of the coloration in the pad right there, right? So just remember that that is a little bit of dirt and grime, but you also have to remember that that is metal. Oh, see, now I'm catching on the edge, so I'm destroying that pad on the inside there. Let me get a little bit more for this. There we go. I'm just going to put it down around the handle like that. and you don't necessarily want to get your hands all over it, but okay. So we have it applied. In fact, I'll apply a little bit to the under part here, since this pad is just about done. Kind of rips a little bit with the with that, so let's put that pad over there. This is a microfiber towel. I'm just going to open this up. I'll get a new pad out. And we're just going to use the clear side. I'm just going to buff it out real quick. See? Look at that. Now I have had this for a year. I started shaving in January. This was one of my very first razors. So I have not treated this in a year. Shame on me, but just goes to show you that after you sanitize, you think it's clean. Not so much. All right. Let's kind of do the sides here. Do the barn doors. Look at that. I mean, I don't have the light shining on it. Look at that. Look at that shine. I mean, look at that. It's like I'm in a jewelry store. All right, so we're just going to do the inside. All right. Look at that. Look at that grime that came off of there. Okay. Now, just going to take my toothpaste? No. I almost said toothbrush. I'm going to say my Q-tip. Just a little bit on the edge of the Q-tip. Get down in here where the soap scum likes to sit and relax. I'm just going to do all around the base there. And the underneath. The hard to reach places where sometimes the cloth or the towel can't get. Alright. Then we're going to take the unused side. I'm just going to clean it real well in that hard to reach place. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. A little bit of dirt came off there. All right, let's grab the pad here. Speed this up a little bit. See if we can close this up just so I can get the undercarriage. All right. So hopefully you guys do this on somewhat of a regular occurrence. I wouldn't wait a year, but maybe once a quarter, or if you have a lot of razors, maybe after so many shaves. I'm just going to take a clean Q-tip and I'm just going to do a once over in that small section there and make sure that it's cleaned up real good. And the inside of the barn doors and all of the areas around here. Look at that. I don't see any trace left behind. Nice and clean. All right, let's close that up. Come down here. Just make sure that down here is all cleaned up real good too. Right next to the base of the handle there. There you go. Brand new Q-tip. Got some more off. Let's switch sides. Got these little posts here at the end. Make sure we do both sides of those. And if you keep getting dirt off, you keep getting grime, keep going. It's not clean. All right, there we go. We're just going to take this pad. Make sure that we give it one last buff on the outside because we've been touching the ends. I want to make sure that they're clean. sanitized, and now polished. And the under part too. Got to make sure that we get the ball, right? There we go. All right. Not too bad. She shines up real nice. Now, with the twist to opens, there are mechanisms on the inside, and even though we just applied polish or you soak it in barbicide, etc., you want to make sure that the movement doesn't have any clog or moves real well. And one of the things that you can use for that is white mineral oil. This is an excellent lubricant, and you just need a drop. That's it. Oop, and that fell right out. We're just going to put some, let it run right down the column. We're just going to take the pad and remove the extra because it dripped out a little bit. We're just going to close it, open it, work that mineral oil down in there. Look at that. Opens and closes like a champ. Like a champ. All right. So that is how I polish a twist to open. And I'm just going to get those, put those dirty pads over there. So this is done. And I'm just going to grab a new pad. I'm going to get this quickly. We're going to do the, there we go. Quickly, we're going to do this here now. This one will be easier because it's taken apart, you know what I mean? It's not you know, the twist to open style. There we go. These pads work out well. I do need more polish though. There. And you don't want to let the polish dry. And most importantly, with these three-piece razors that come apart, you need to be careful that you don't get any polish down inside where the threads go, because that, you know, it'll start to build up, and then it'll be, you know, not very nice. So you just want to be cautious of that. Okay. Make sure you get the knurling real good. Alright, this pad's starting to be saturated with the stuff. Soaks through. I mean, these pads are real thin, so you just got to make sure that you, a little bit on my fingers there, make sure that you buff it real good after you apply it. You don't want to leave it laying around. Look at that shine. I mean, isn't that something? Look at that shine. Now the cotton pad, you know, should get down into the holes, right? So this one wasn't as dirty. I haven't shaved with it as much, I guess. But there we go. Make sure that we got the part on the bottom. There we go. A little chrome on top, but we just want to make sure that nothing is there. Nothing's down inside. A little bit of dirt there. It could be the metal too. That's a little bit of metal coming off actually. Yeah. Because sometimes metal does come off. Very good. Very good. All right. That piece is done. I'm going to go back to the pad. Oop, where's the? Here it is. Just going to do the top cap real quick. sit there and do the base plate now. Yeah, that's metal. Oop. I need more. There we go. All right. Let's get the dry one. Buff that out real good. Especially inside the hole. All right, put that down. Let's get the top cap here. Oop. And the under part. All right, put that over there. Get a new one. All right, there we go. Put that back together. There you have it. Nice and clean. Buffed up. Okay. Now, for the last application, I talked about the, I'm just going to wipe the top of this Flitz Polish off there. And then, like I said, when you're done, take the cap, put it back in so it doesn't leak all over the place. Just in case the top opens up or anything like that. There. Okay. Now for the last one, we're just going to take some mineral oil, which is good for wood. I'm just going to put some on the cotton swab. I'm just going to apply it to the handle. Just like that. There we are. I'm going to flip it over. And just dry it off. And that will treat the wood. Now, you're not going to get this exactly dry. So, it is oil. So it will be slick. And again, I'm going to try to steer clear from the threads. But that is how you would treat a wooden handled razor or a wooden handled brush. And we'll just twist it back together. A little bit of oil on my hand, so just make sure the top cap is done. Doesn't have any oil residue. All right. There you have it. Naked armor, my regiment, and my twist to open. And that's how I treat my razors. So let's go back into the shave den.
That's it. They're done, clean and polished and ready to go for some more use. And I want to thank all of you for joining me for this video. If you'd like to give us a thumbs up, leave me your comments. Is there a product you like to use or a procedure you follow? How often do you protect and clean your shaving equipment? Thanks again for joining. Everybody have a great day and we'll talk to you in the next shave.